say he's got what, 30 pounds of gold? Is that what that is? And remember, Austin Theory has wrestled in Freelance before. Last May at the Berlin Eagles Club, him and Isaiah Velasquez put on one of the best matches of 2017 in Freelance. Before that, in May of 2016, and I believe one of the first matches of Austin Theory's career, he debuted in Freelance in a six-man scramble that had the entire talent roster go, oh my God, when this guy finally gets it, he's going to be a monster. Well, it only took 2 years. He's already a monster.
A very impressive performance in that matchup. One of the students of A.R. Fox, Austin Theory, has definitely proven himself in the last couple months for sure. Taking out Keith Lee.
Oh, Stevie Fierce being reintroduced to those guardrails. Anthony Henry made that a prominent thing in their two matchups over the last 2 months, and Austin Theory early on attacking the ribcage of Stevie Fierce.
I mean, unannounced, Stevie was supposed to face somebody else, and it looks like Theory has Stevie scouted. And I want to go back real quick to something Sterling said. Austin Theory defeated Keith Lee. That's a sentence you can say.
Austin Theory now landing that left hand on the Stevie Fierce. I mean, Stevie Fierce is no stranger to difficult matchups. But Austin Theory is one of the biggest young stars in independent wrestling.
I'm not so sure this was a good idea by Austin Theory. Stevie going out to the Freelance faithful here.
Stevie, though, struggling on the barricade. Austin Theory bringing him back in. And Sterling, that might have been your point. I think Austin Theory is cognizant of the fact that maybe he is best off in the ring. Stevie kicks out at 1.5 there. Stevie Fierce has been behind the 8 ball for this entire match. Left forearm lands. Stevie in the corner. Austin Theory.
This has been all Theory.
The fans are trying to rally the former champion. Pin attempt. And Sterling, I mean, the power that Austin Theory is able to generate on that Irish whip.
Obviously just wrecking Stevie Fierce. He's going to have to do something to get back on his feet.
Oh, and then that elbow. And then a second elbow into that rear chin lock.
12-6.
12-6 on the shoulder, on both shoulder blades. Stevie struggling, straining.
Stevie trying to get the Freelance faithful behind him.
They're trying to use this crowd to energize him as he lands those hooks to the body, trying to break the grips there. It's almost like a plum now. He finally does break it. Oh, but just gets his face plastered onto the canvas and then a standing moonsault. I mean, the athleticism of Austin Theory just on display.
Austin Theory's got to let the ref do his job in this contest. He's letting him get inside of his head. When that ref's hand goes down for the 3 count, he'll know it. He's just got to get that out of his mind right now.
Sir, that's actually an excellent point. For as good as Austin Theory is, he is a very young competitor. And sometimes when you're that young and that skilled, you can get flustered when guys don't go out as quickly as you expect them to. And we'll have to see if that permeates during the rest of this match, though. But Austin Theory making Stevie look at the mirror. Stevie responding with that slap.
Spinach, right?
Maybe that is the spinach. Waistlock rolled through, missed that line, back elbow, a second back elbow. Will this be where Stevie finds momentum? Ducks another line, a third line miss, and then a flapjack. And then that basement DDT. Stevie Fierce smacking the canvas, trying to get this Freelance audience to boo him up like they always do.
As you hear the chants now,
Hold on,
looking for
Photoshop.
the Photoshop.
Missed the Photoshop. Austin Theory goes through, gets a boot. Stevie Fierce on that middle turnbuckle, gets caught in an Argentine backbreaker position, throws him through into a power bomb. 2.5. 2 juice. Half a count away from giving Austin Theory the victory there. But, gentlemen, what is it going to take for Stevie Fierce to regain the momentum for a longer period of time, because he's, for almost the entirety of this match, been on the defensive.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I was just wondering in that very moment, both these men were probably thinking, what is it going to take to beat this other guy? I mean, this has been largely Austin Theory, but you know Austin thought after that move, that was it. And Stevie was able, with his Brazilians, able to hold on.
Oh, Stevie Fierce showing catch that boot. But I want to quickly mention, Anthony Henry similarly seemed to have outclassed Stevie Fierce in those two matchups, but Stevie was able to get the victory. Landed Inseguri. Stevie Fierce knows no matter how behind he might be on the scorecards, he can get the victory at any moment. As that drop toe hold lands into the middle turnbuckle, roll through, drop kick.
Measured him up perfectly.
Oh, it was picturesque.
I totally agree with what you just said, but we watched Anthony Henry and Stevie Richards beat the living hell out of each other for the last 3 shows, but I don't remember Stevie being under this much in any of those matches.
Double stomp onto the back of the head. This like might be it for Stevie. Stevie Fierce looking for that Photoshop. Trying to twist Anthony Henry through. Anthony Henry is a very, very strong man, though. That's showing his strength there. Austin Theory, shoulder block. Rolls through once again. Oh, but catches a boot this time. You can't do that to Stevie twice. Photoshop. Photoshop connects. Clean as a whistle. 2, 3.
Whoa, that's it. Impressive victory.
Your winner, sensational Stevie.
That is the 3rd consecutive match. The 2 matches with Anthony Henry and tonight against Austin Theory, where Stevie Fierce was behind the 8 ball and found a way to still secure the pinfall.
He's getting back on the right track, K-Mel.
I mean,
stacking up these victories. He's got to be in line for maybe a Freelance championship shot sometime soon. I don't know.
I mean, I would say being the WWN champion and beating the former PWX champion, he's on the right track.
Yeah.
I think the Freelance faithful are certainly ready for it.
Oh, I think the Freelance audience would do anything for Stevie Fierce.
Freelance faithful now singing Austin Theory out of the building. True Chicago fashion.
I mean, that shows you the power of Stevie Fierce. They're singing, "Na goodbye to the WWN champion." Not "please come back" or "thank you," but "leave."